everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know we left off our last video just getting the Camaro run through on that. This week's video is definitely going to have some action footage of the Camaro. We finally got it running better. We did find out that the front brake lines, the rubber line from the hard to the caliper, was completely clogged up. It was locking the calipers up so we couldn't drive it. So we're getting that fixed now. So in this video, in the end of this video, we're going to have some action footage of the Camaro. I wanted to go ahead and come to you with this now. That's why this video is kind of coming out late. I drove my truck to work this week, and of course it broke down my daily. I'll show you guys around the daily. It's raining right now at work. I'm stuck at work. Gonna have to try to get it fixed, but we figured out what's wrong with it, and I'll go over a little more about what we think it is, and I'll give you a quick little bit of how we're gonna fix it here in the beginning of this video, just to show you the reason why this video is coming out later than we wanted. But that's the reason. Daily broke down, and I've been focusing trying to get it up and running, but I'll get back to you, and I'll show you kind of what we came up with.
Well, here's the daily, guys. 2004 2500 Dodge Cummins. We're having problems with the fuel, getting out of the fuel tank. There's a pickup problem with the fuel. It's got an aftermarket lift pump system on it. So I know the fuel pump and the engine and everything's fine. It's not picking up fuel, so I'm gonna have to drop the tank here at friggin' work in the rain. So it should be pretty interesting. Well, here's the situation so far. Got the jack under the truck. Pull the tank. Laying in the absolute puddle of rain. So that's fun. But trying to get it done. Trying to pull the tank.
Well, here's what we got going on. Got the jack under the tank, about to drop it down. See what's going on with her. It's still raining,
Of course, so everything's soaking wet. But gotta get the job done. Well, we got the tank out of the truck. It was actually the sending unit that had come apart. Here's the sending unit. These two rods here broke apart from the top. See how it's cracked here? And so they came apart, and this was floating to the top of the fuel and not letting the pump get any fuel. That's why it ran out of fuel, kept running out of fuel. So we're kind of rigging it, just putting hose clamps on this plastic part that's cracked, just so we can get it home for now. And then we'll replace the whole sending unit once we get it home and I get it ordered and everything. But it'll get me home, but it's definitely broken, so I'm just glad it's not the engine or the nice fuel pump. It's just a cheap stock part that broke, plastic basically. So we'll show you more once we get it running, but got the tank out, dropped it down, so it's almost done. All we got left to do is put it back together, and then we're on the road. So fun day, and thankfully it stopped raining, so it's not as wet.
Alright guys, as you can see, got it running. I'm driving it back now. It's running okay. It's leaking a little bit on a return line, but that's alright. We got to pull it again once we get home to fix it for good, but it's good enough to get home. It's running good. That was obviously the problem, was the whole sending unit was apart in the tank. But almost home now, so it'll be easier to work on once we get it there and do everything. But I wanted to give you a quick video on my way home so I could show you how well it's running and join on the drive home. But yeah, I got it back running just before another storm rolled in, so we caught a little bit of a break with no rain, but it was a cold, wet, miserable day underneath a truck in the dirt pulling a fuel tank. But I'm just glad we're going to be getting it home now, and we know exactly how to fix it, so it won't be so bad next time. But we'll show you some Camaro action to finish this off, just so it's not all fuel tank related.
Well, we got the truck home, made it. The drive was nice and easy. It worked fine. So it's obviously that part in the fuel pump that's wrong with it. So, but we went ahead and changed the brake lines on the Camaro. So now we're about to go for a little test drive, see what it can do. First time we could really drive it because the front brakes were locked up completely. So now it actually roll. We'll see.
Alright, well, first test drive in the Camaro. Steven's riding shotgun. Go see how this thing does.
A little bit.
Yeah, definitely got to pump him a little bit. I think it's just the power brakes.
She's not doing too bad. For being this old, she doesn't ride too bad, does she? Well, we're trying to do a burnout.
the worst burnout ever.
This thing has no balls at all.
The brakes are too good, that's what it is.
It did spin the tire though.
Barely.
Barely.
Definitely why it's getting LS spot.
Yeah. Needs way more power.
Yeah, because friggin' sucks. Well, and it's running on really bad gas right now too.
Yeah. It's got like 3/4 of a tank of bad gas with 93 mixed, and yeah, it's
sitting for 5 years.
Yeah.
V6.
But it's clean.
Hey, and it drives. I don't even know about a 16-second pass now, honestly.
Be more like a 20-second pass.
I bet you we get nitrous in.
We probably could. I wouldn't be opposed.
Like 100 shot. Or well, you can just put it right into the friggin' North Pole. It just doesn't even have just a dry shot.
Well, we could get fancy and put a wet shot in it.
Yeah, but I don't really care that much. I still think the rear brakes might be holding a little bit.
Yeah.
Front brakes are good, it's just... Read 7,000 RPM. I don't know if that was 7.
I don't think we were at 7,000.
I don't think the tack is working right. And oil pressure is working, but it's like high. The temperature gauge doesn't work, but the speedo works. But well, guys, that'll do it for this video. I know a lot of it was the Dodge getting fixed at work, but that was kind of a pain. It's still not fixed, but we got it home. I told you I'd show you a little bit of action on the Camaro. We got it running and driving finally. Can't even do a freaking burnout. Next time I'll have to get some tranny fluid or something, or try to get some smoke. And I think the rear brakes are still holding up a little bit, but I don't know. We'll look at those. We'll throw some temperature gauge on them and see if they're super hot after that drive. But I don't know. Runs like crap, bad gas, I think, and stupid 2.8, but it'll be freaking hauling when it's got an LS in it. So that's the main goal. So we're just going to have some fun with this engine, but we'll see you next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, but we'll see you next time.
See you guys.